Minnie, sit. Minnie, sit. Lay down.
All right, I'll be back in a little bit.
Okay. Hello. So we're doing another tag and doing a get ready with me. I'm not sure what I want to do. I've got multiple palettes here that I kind of want to dig into, so I don't know. Just kind of wait for people to come in. One person came in and then they left, so. Oh, hi, Gina. Hi, Jinx. So I'm doing a makeup tag, and I am also doing a get ready with me. I brought a couple of palettes down. I'm not sure what I want to use. I know that I do want to do some sort of a green look because of the shirt that I'm wearing today. And after dinner tonight, we are actually going out to meet a few friends. So I don't want to do like a crazy, crazy look because the friends that we are meeting don't generally wear makeup, or they don't wear a lot of makeup. So I don't want to stand out too much. We're just going to grab a drink or two with them. But I do want to do some sort of a green look because I am wearing this shirt. Oh, thank you. It's just my Leia buns, my little Leia buns. How are you guys doing? So the makeup tag that I am doing is if you could only have one, or if you could only keep one, what would it be? Hi, Gabby. Allergies. Oh, God. Allergies is so bad this time of year. Oh, I'm good. Just getting ready to go out. I was just saying we are meeting a few friends for some drinks after, and they, the people that I'm going out with, they don't really wear makeup. I'm really kind of the only person in the crowd that wears makeup, so I don't want to do like a crazy look. I just want to kind of, I don't know. I want to be myself, but I want to kind of blend in. I don't want to like stand out too much because we are just going to like a corner bar. So I do want to do some sort of a green look to match the shirt that I'm wearing. And it's just a razorback shirt, so it's nothing like crazy dressed up or anything. I grabbed these 3 palettes because I know that I want to do some sort of a green look, but I haven't touched any of these palettes other than doing swatches. So I really don't know what I want to do. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm going to keep it light. Hi, Grace. I say go crazy. No, the plate, we're really going into just like a dive bar. And so I don't really want to, I am going to pull in some colors from all of these. I just don't know what shades of green that I want to incorporate. So I'm just going to kind of pull from all of them. But I know that something from this top row I'd like to use in my crease color. And then maybe this green, but then I don't know. This palette has some really, if I can get it open, this palette has some really pretty greens in it. And then, of course, Juvia's. This one has a couple of green ones in it that I'm thinking about using. And this is a really pretty forest green. But I think if I were to use this, I would put it in the crease. So that one's out. Okay, so the first question in the tag is if I could only keep one, what would it be? And it is primer. If I could only keep one primer, what would it be? It would be this. which is what I'm going to put on right now. So if you know my age, you knew that I grew up in the 80s, and so primer wasn't really a thing. Hi, Blood X, how are you? Primer wasn't really a thing when I was growing up and when I first started doing makeup. And so when companies started coming out with primer, I was like, it's just a gimmick, you know, whatever. And so I bought this primer and I'm like, okay, I'll give it a try. No, I didn't buy it. I got a sample. Oop, that's all dried out. I bought a sample of it. Or I didn't buy a sample. A sample of it came in a purchase from like Sephora or something. Now my hands are up. And I tried it. And what I did was I did my makeup. We went out to a club that night. So my makeup was like, and I used the primer, got home, little tipsy, kind of just passed out in my makeup. Now, mind you, I wear like a face mask over my face when I sleep. And I woke up the next day to go wash my face because it's one of the things I do first thing in the morning. And my face looked like it hadn't been touched. I'm like, what is this sorcery? This is insane. So, so I started using primer. And this is the primer that I have used. And I've tried other primers, but for the most part, I do not sway from this just because I do have sensitive skin and I don't want to be putting like a bunch of different products on my face because sensitive skin, prone to breakouts, that sort of thing. And I don't want to kind of mess up. Hello. How are you? Uh-oh. Alexa, change Nest to 75 degrees. I have my AC is set to 75. I have my back door open and my air just kicked on. Grace says, I am trying to find a good primer that I can use, and it's driving me nuts. Like I have been trying Milk Hydro Grip, but don't really care for it. Then other one, but I need one that will work. So, I mean, this is the one that I found that has worked for me. I have oily skin, I have sensitive skin, and this is the one. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this and it has a scent of coconut, but it's not like super, super strong or anything. So I do like it. You can if you want to. I don't mind at all. If you guys would like to name your favorites. I'm lucky. I'm lucky to have you all here, and I'm happy to know what you guys know. Let's see. So, oh, look, I'm kind of going in order. So the next thing is my Ride or Die foundation. That would be this. So, and I use Classic Ivory. Now, they have changed up their colors, and sometimes they have gone as light as like an alabaster. I think that was correct. I think that's right. Or maybe porcelain, but Classic Ivory is generally my go-to. But I have been using this foundation since I've been 13. And I don't know, it's really good for sensitive skin. It has micro clear technology in it. So it actually helps with breakouts. So like if I find myself having a breakout, I will actually just put my foundation on and wear my foundation for the day, just because it has properties in it that help with breakouts. No problem. See, I heard mixed reviews on the no problem. And so I was really, really scared to try that on my skin because some people said that it was fine, and then other people said that it made them break out like crazy. So I was just really afraid to try that primer. So scared. Because I mean, I'm in my 40s. The last thing I want is a huge breakout. I have enough problems. That's the last problem I need. Is Jess in here? Hi, Jess. Where'd my wipe go? Oh, hi. Hi, Jess. I've tried that one and I don't like the scent and it made me break out, but I am gonna try the primer she is using, maybe see if I can find a deluxe trial. I want to get the e.l.f. Putty Primer. Hi. So I did try e.l.f. Hold on. I did try an e.l.f. primer for about a week, and it didn't work well with my skin. It felt silicone-y to me. It was a while ago. I don't remember if there was silicone in it, but that just doesn't mix well with my skin. But I do remember it had that really slick feeling. Gosh, that was so long ago. I don't remember if it actually had silicone in it. It probably did if it had that slick feeling, but I don't remember for sure. Okay, let's see. Oh, thank you, Gina. I have been taking care of my skin for a very, very long time, and I'm thankful that I grew up around women who taught me how to take care of my skin, and that I did start at a very, very young age. So I give credit to those women and the fact that I started so, so young. Okay, so the next after foundation is concealer. I guess we're just going in order here, the way I need to put makeup on. Okay, so my Ride or Die concealer is Shape Tape. So I don't know. I have never been much of a concealer wearer. If you just noticed, I went back in with a little bit of my foundation underneath my eyes and on my lids just to color correct a little bit. This does have a pink undertone to it, and that's generally all I need. But if I'm going out, I will put on Shape Tape, and I will, and in the winter, I will use concealer just because I get darker circles in the wintertime. But concealing hasn't been my thing for a very long time. I notice that it does help when I want to do brighter eye looks. This helps to use it as a primer, and I like that aspect of it, but it's not something that I do all the time. But I absolutely love this. My biggest problem when I was first trying out concealers was not being able to find a concealer that didn't crease on me. Now, I have very, very fine lines under my eyes, and I have a few, I guess they're called crow's feet right there, but I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little line right there, and I would have the biggest issue with concealer just kind of, what's it called, collecting in that line. And I couldn't find one that didn't do that until I found Shape Tape. So when I first put it on, I will notice that it'll crease just a little bit. And then I just go back in and I'll just tap it out. But then when I go to like check my makeup throughout the evening, I don't have that issue. And like it doesn't collect in the lines throughout the rest of the evening. So Shape Tape is is my go-to and my ride or die. I think that the other one that I tried that everybody talked about back 2 or 3 years ago was the NARS. I don't know, you guys correct me if I'm wrong, but the NARS one was really super popular. And I tried that. And I'll tell you what, that concealer made me look 30 years older. I was like, nope, 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 nope. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Danny. Let's see. Okay, thanks, Danny. Elf Camo Concealer. I've never heard of that one. Oh, I want that concealer. It's supposed to be a dupe for the Shape Tape. Really? That's cool. Danielle, I'm saving up to get a new foundation and concealer. I think Elf is what I'm going for. I have the Milani's foundation. Now, there's another foundation that I would like to try. I hear a lot of good things about it. What is that called? The Estee Lauder Double Wear. Have you guys heard of that? What do you guys think of that? It's kind of expensive, but I've heard it's really good. And that is another one that I wouldn't mind like giving a try on my skin. All right, let me put a little powder on. Oh, hey, look, powder. So recently, my ride or die is the Becca Hydra powder. I don't know. This stuff just kind of seeps into my skin. I was using the Laura Mercier, the really fine milled powder before this, and I was just putting it under my eyes because most powders give me a super crepey old look. I don't know. So the Laura Mercier powder is one that I found that didn't do that to my skin, but just under my eyes to set my concealer. And then this. I absolutely love this. And then I also use One Heck of a Blot by, is it the Balm? You guys correct me if I'm wrong. I just know it's called One Heck of a Blot. But I'll usually take that out and about with me and I'll put it in my purse. So that way, if I see that I'm getting greasy or oily, then I'll just kind of go like this. So it's powder, but I don't really like pack it on like powder. I just kind of tap it. So that one doesn't make me look crepey either, I guess. Let's see. Okay. Ride or Die highlighter. Ooh, I have to think of that one. Okay, let me start with my brows. Actually, let's do the brow. So this is my Ride or Die brow pencil. It is the Anastasia Brow Definer, and I use it in blonde. And yeah, as far as like a brow pencil, this would be the one. I mean, I do really, really like this. If I want just a more natural brushed on look, I like to wear this. So, I don't know. Probably this is my ride or die if I had to actually choose. All right. I got to do my brows. I can't talk when I do my brows. Oh, thanks, Jinx. Ofra or Jeffree Star for highlighter. Even though I skipped over that, I will come back to it. But you know what? I would probably guess Ofra for my highlighter too. You know what? Since I am leaving the house, let me use a mirror for my brows so I don't look all crazy. Physicians Formula Butter Highlighter. Okay. I've heard of it. I've heard, well, I ended up trying a lot of Physicians Formula back a few years ago for my drugstore brand just because of having sensitive skin. All right, hold on. Let me do my brows. I can't talk and do my brows at the same time. I could try. But for the longest time, the butter bronzer, everybody talked about that. And that was actually the first thing I ever tried to bronze my face with. And I'm like, no, I can't do that. Bronzing just doesn't work for me for some reason. I look crazy if I try to bronze. I don't know. I already have pretty sculpted cheeks. So I don't know. It just looks kind of crazy on me. What is everybody doing for dinner tonight? We are doing ribs. We, is it Smoky Bones? They have a buck of ribs on Tuesday, or a buck of bone. And so we are doing ribs tonight. I think it's called Smoky Bones. I can never remember anything. I have the hardest time remembering stuff. Yeah, I've tried a few things from Physicians Formula, and just because I was looking for alternatives for the high-end stuff, and I just ultimately decided that I would prefer to just shop at Sephora. So I kind of ended up not doing a lot of Physicians Formula. There was one mascara that it was okay. I didn't mind it, but I found other mascaras that I like better. Did I not bring my brow gel down here? Eek. I forgot my brow gel. I'll have to touch that up a little bit later. Okay, so next, so I'll go ahead and say highlighter since we were talking about it. So I would have to say probably Ofra highlighters are my favorite highlighters. So a lot of highlighters that I own, so I wear powder highlighters for the most part. And when I put them on, these little lines, if I squeeze like this, you can see them. So these little lines that I have right here, it seems like highlighter just accentuates that, except for Ofra. Now, for the other highlighters that kind of do that, I just put on setting spray and it kind of dampens it a little bit, and then they kind of soak into the skin. But with Ofra highlighters, they don't seem to highlight those at all. So I'm really thankful for that. So I really like Ofra highlighters. All right, let's see. So I am going to go all over the lid with Skimp. Oh, you know what? I'll put some of this stuff on. I have not been able to find my full-size eyeshadow primer since I have been home from Paris. I have no idea where it is. And I've looked. I can't find it. But I don't know if you guys remember me saying how they like dumped all my stuff out. So I don't know if maybe it got lost in the shuffle when they went through my bags or what, but I can't find it. Okay, so I'm going to go in all over the lid with Skimp, and this is the Basics 2, the Naked Basics 2. And usually I will just add this palette in mainly for that color right there, just to go in all over the lid. So this is a staple for me for almost all eye looks. Now with the when I use my Anastasia palettes, there's a wasp on my ceiling because I have my back door open. I hope it doesn't come over here. Beef stroganoff. I just saw that real quick. That sounds good. Are you doing it in the crock pot? Oh, that sounds real good. We haven't done beef stroganoff in a while. That sounds really, really good. Do you do it with like a cream base? We do ours with a mushroom and cream base. Okay, let's see. So next is blush, my ride or die blush. So I would probably have to say Peach Beach, just because it is the one I use the most. The one I use the second most is Tarte Partey. But this is the one I use the most because it's very neutral. And when I do colorful eyes, I like to have a neutral blush on. If I do neutral eyes, then I typically go for a pinker blush, but this is probably the one I wear the most. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Jinx. Yeah, if you guys don't know, I'm kind of excited. I've been excited about it. I did hit monetization last Wednesday. They monetized me at 6 p.m. and I'm happy about it. I'm excited because I gave myself 6 months to hit it, or to try to hit it, and I hit it in about 5.5 months. So I was actually really happy with that, and I don't know, it was exciting. I know that it's like, small change or whatever. I currently average about $1 a day. But I don't know, I just think it's exciting, and I think it's actually really interesting to see the algorithms on each video. I don't know, I guess I'm a kind of a nerd in that aspect, and I like to see the differences in what each video makes. I mean, I probably won't make a lot of money for a really long time, maybe never, who knows, but I don't know, I just think that kind of thing is really cool. I do not have anything from Natasha Denona. I don't own anything from her. But I don't know if Jess is still in here or not, but we are getting ready to do a, I don't know what you want to call it, like a friend swap mystery box. And since I had heard, I won't say what it is, but I will say that because I heard a lot of good things about her products, I did stick something from Natasha Denona in her mystery swap box. So you're still working on your hours, Gina. What are you at? Just so I don't get in trouble, like type it out in words, because I think you're not supposed to put numbers in chats. I don't know. That's something that I've seen people say that you should. So like type it out. And also, you guys, I don't care if you connect in here. That's, just do it the right way. That's all I care about. If you have a YouTube channel and you need to connect, you need 600 hours or minutes. So I think that I want to go in with, and I really like the imprint on these shadows, but I think I'm going to go in with this East Side Gallery in my crease. I think that would be a pretty color in my crease. Hours. You're getting there. Just keep grinding. Let's see. Oh, wait, what did I just say? And wait, no. Okay, I don't know. Help me, guys. Do I want to do East Side Gallery or do I want to do the wall in my crease? The wall seems kind of light. I don't know if I want to do that. Yeah, I think it's my first. Yeah, it's my first one. It'll be my first swap. I think it'll be fun. The problem that me and Jess run into is that we get a lot of the same boxes. So we actually went shopping for one another. Because in a normal swap, she would just, put palettes in that, she didn't use or palettes that she loved and got extras of or whatever. But with me and her, it's a little different because we get dang near all of the same boxes. So I actually, we went shopping for each other. So I think it'll be super fun. Thank you. Thank you so much. East Side Gallery. Okay. Let's see. All right. So East Side Gallery. And you think the East Side Gallery will look good with brighter green? I'm sure it will. Okay. All right, let me put this back so I don't lose it. All right, so let me find. Oh no. Hold on. I forgot to clean my brushes. So hold on, let me clean this out a little bit. So the next one is bronzer. So we already talked about that. I do not bronze. I don't know. I just feel like when I bronze, I look dirty. So I don't know if my hand is just too heavy. I don't know if you guys don't know, my hands are also crippled. So I have an issue with my hands. So it could be that I'm just going in too heavy with it. Sometimes my hands shake really bad. Sometimes they jerk. So sometimes it's iced coffee. Sometimes it's, I don't know, maybe it's just user error. Okay, so I'm going to go into the crease with East Side Gallery. Have not used this palette before. I hope I don't look all crazy. I hope it goes on nice and smooth. Somebody's calling me. I'm not going to answer it, but let me turn off the ringer. No, crap, that's my doctor's office. Hold on. Hello? Yes, it is. Yes, what's up? At 3? My husband is not here for me to ask, but I'm sure 3 will be fine. I'll just let him know. He usually, he drives me. Yeah, but I'm sure it'll be okay. I will, yeah, just go ahead and switch me to 3. No, just go ahead and switch me to 3. We'll figure it out. I'll get there. All right, bye-bye. It's the second time that doctor's office has changed my appointment this week. My appointment was originally on Friday at 3 o'clock. And then they were like, hey, can you come in on Wednesday instead? And it's a very important appointment. It's my pain specialist. I can't miss my appointment because if I miss my appointment, then I don't get my meds. I need my meds to survive. And, so my appointment was at 4 o'clock tomorrow. Ooh, that's pretty. My appointment was at 4 o'clock tomorrow. And that was her calling to ask if I could come in at 3. I hope John can take off early. I don't drive. If you guys don't know, I don't drive because of the medications that I take. I wouldn't. So I have a driver's license. I just made the conscious decision not to drive, as to not want to put anybody else at risk just because my reaction time is a little slow because of the medications I take. So I just made that decision for myself, safety of other people, I don't drive anymore. And so my husband has to actually leave work to take me to all of my doctor's appointments. You just gave the palette away to Southern Mom. It's so far I like the color. It's a really pretty color. I tend to give a lot of palettes away too in my giveaways just because I have so many. But I felt like this one was really super close to the heavy metal palette that we got, I don't know, a year or two ago, maybe in BoxyCharm. And that palette broke. It fell off my wall and broke. And so I thought that this one looked really, really super close to that. And I wanted that palette again. So I kept this one. Sorry about the interruption about the phone call. I had to answer it. Because if I don't go to that doctor's appointment, then I don't get my medication. That is a pretty color. I had a big shot doctor who kept switching my appointments to do his interviews. I switched doctors. This doctor doesn't do that to me. Like, I mean, I've been seeing this doctor for about 10 years, and this is probably only the second or third time they've had to change my appointment on me. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. I love him, and I'm sure you know how difficult it is to find a good doctor. A doctor that'll listen to you, a doctor that really like cares and wants to help, opposed to shoving you to the side and just putting you on any old medication because it boosts their whatever, their sales or whatever. So I don't know. He's one of, I have a good team now, but it took me a really long time to find the team that I have. So I am thankful for the team that I do have. My my pain specialist and my hip surgeon, they are two doctors that I will jump through hoops for. So, oh, where are we? Okay. Mascara. So my ride or die mascara is Chanel. I absolutely love the way that mascara, like, I don't know, just, okay, so these look different because heavy-handed over here, not so much over here. So let me try to help myself. I like the brush on that, and I like the way it thickens and lengthens. The only problem with this is sometimes I do have to, this is another one I can't find the full size of. I think I lost it. But I do like combining both of these because I really like the way this lengthens my lashes and then the way the Chanel thickens my lashes. So what was I doing? So I like the combination of both of them, but if I just had to do one, it would definitely be the Chanel. And I found that through a sample, through a Sephora sample. And I just absolutely fell in love with it. Okay. All right, so now I'm gonna, my lips are really, really dry and I don't know why. Oh, Lancome. I used to use Lancome. Lancome used to be my ride or die. And then I stopped using them a couple years ago. And then I started using them again. But just like when I get the sample sizes or whatever, I'm not liking the way that looks. But I do like, I don't remember which one is the one that I used to use though. That was one of the Lancomes, not the Big Monsieur. I do have that one. But I have that one in a sample size, and that is a good one too. I do like it. Oh, a shiny. Oh, hi, Candace. How are you? Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you all. I'm just kind of babbling. How do I like the formula of the palette? Gabby, are you still in here? Sorry, I didn't catch it. So I've only used that one shade, but I mean, I think it's okay. As you can see, I kind of went in heavy-handed on this side, but I think that it blended out okay. If I had to choose this palette over like comparatively to like an Anastasia or something, I would definitely say I like the ABH better, but I mean, I don't think it's too bad for being as inexperienced as I am. I don't know. I don't know. If you told me you loved it, I would probably love it too. But I mean, I don't feel like it's patchy. I feel like it went on well, even with the fact that I'm not a professional or anything. But that is the only color that I've used. So I don't know. I guess it's okay for that one color so far. So far, so good. We'll say that. I can't wait until you use yours. I cannot by any means do anything that you freaking do, but I'll tell you, you inspire me and you give me ideas to do things on a smaller scale, I guess. Just because I don't know. The one thing I don't know how you do it. I don't know if it's maybe just your camera or if it's something like you're literally like doing, but your colors come out so freaking vibrant. And I think it's so freaking beautiful. And I don't know how I mean, I can get them there to like some extent, but yours just are so, it's so clean and so vibrant and I don't know, just freaking beautiful. Peach and burnt orange. Yeah, I work with those colors sometimes. Today I am doing a green look just because I'm wearing a green shirt, but so I want it to kind of match what I've got going on. But when I wear my blue contacts, this is actually my natural color of my eyes, and you can see that they're popping a little more green because I am wearing green. They do change colors. Sometimes they look gold, sometimes they look gray, sometimes they look a little more blue, but I have blue contacts that I typically wear out. And when I wear those contacts, when I do orange and yellow looks, my eyes are just like blam. You don't own any ABH, Candace? Maybe one day. It would take you $30 to get it shipped to you. If you guys don't know, Shining Star Soup, she lives in Canada, and we always talk about how much things cost to get shipped to her because she gets a lot of boxes too. Girl, it seems like you know what you're doing. Like, on point all the time. I don't know. It just amazes me like how talented you are. Freaking love it. Okay, so the next is eyeliner. I don't really have a ride or die eyeliner. I don't use eyeliner all the time. I was actually thinking about maybe trying a wing today, and I do really like the Stila Stay All Day eyeliners. This is just a sample size that I got probably in a Sephora order or whatever. But I really do like how this stays. But I also really like the Ico. eyeliners, they stay really well too. They don't smudge or smear or anything like that. And that's always super important to have in an eyeliner. Yes, she is amazing. You use eyeshadow for eyeliner. And I do that too sometimes. Mostly if I'm going under on my lower lash line, I do use eyeliner, or I use glitter eyeliner because I'm a glitter freak. But I very rarely do eyeliner in general. But if I do a lower lash line, I do use an eyeshadow. Okay, so now I want a lid color, and I would like to do green, but I don't know. So I'm thinking this color, it's called Tutsi, I think. Tutsi. So I'm thinking maybe this color as a lid color, but I think that maybe these don't, well, these do have names, but they're on this. So I just threw something on the ground. I'm thinking this green, though, would match my shirt a little better. What I have found, because in my 20s, I was gothic, and so black eyeliner was just a staple. And when I got in my 30s, I realized that black eyeliner made me look older. And I don't know about the smaller eyes, but it definitely made me look older. And me and my best friend, she's not in here. Her name is Lori. At least I don't think she's in here. The second to the last. This one? We got together when we were in our third, pretty bright. Okay, so Gina says this one. And okay, so maybe this one. And that is matte. So, and this is more of a shimmer. I've never done an all matte look before. The third one would match my shirt. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. But either one of those would really work. I mean, this would be more of a match, but not matchy-matchy. And then this would be a matchy-matchy. What was I saying? Oh, so my friend and I got together in our 30s, and we were just like, okay, how can we revamp our makeup so we're not wearing the same thing that we were doing in our 20s, but still look presentable, I guess is the best word to say, but not look like we're aging. And so we kind of revamped our makeup in our 30s. And so I just kind of mostly removed black eyeliner from my collection altogether, which was a huge shock for a lot of people. Since black eyeliner is what I use for my eyeliner, my eyeshadow, my eyebrows, my lipstick. What palette is this? This is this. I got it from Ulta. I think I've heard of this brand before. But there's another brand, it's called I Love Revolution, which I kind of got confused a little bit, but Happy, the door is open, go outside. The I Love Revolution kind of copies the chocolate palettes. So I bought a palette from the I Love Revolution brand too, and I haven't had a chance to use that, but it's a more brightly colored, I think it's called I Love Sprinkles or something like that. And I had thought about bringing that one down because that has a really pretty green in it too, but then I didn't. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. It was confusing. Hi, Pearl. It was confusing. So I just kind of purchased both of them, and I still don't know if they're the same brand or if like one's just an offshoot of this brand. I don't know. But anyway, all right. So I think we decided that I'm going to do match, but not matchy-matchy. Yeah. Or I guess maybe I could try to just, maybe I could do like one on the outside and one on the inside. Maybe I can do that. Let's see how that works out. Okay, so let's see. Let me get a lid brush. You pick. I'm trying to pick. Life is so difficult. Let's see. Okay, so I already did brow. Ride or Die lipstick. All right, let's see. So I'm going to go on the inner lid with the brighter one, and then I'll do that one on the outer lid. So I don't have a Ride or Die lipstick, but I have a Ride or Die lipstick brand, and that would be Urban Decay. I absolutely love the Urban Decay cream lipsticks, the bullet ones. I don't know if they have a different kind, but the bullet ones. And I actually went on a collecting spree a while ago to get as many of those Urban Decay lipsticks as I could, because my Sephora had the entire collection, and apparently most Sephoras didn't have the entire collection, but my Sephora did. And I was like, yes, that's what I'm talking about. So that would be that. And then the next one is lip gloss. So my Ride or Die lip gloss is the grapefruit lip gloss from the Balm. And I have gone through about 4 tubes of that. I wear it regularly. I'm more of a lip gloss person than I am a lipstick person. So it pretty much stays in my purse, and I just wear it all the time. I don't like the bubblegum flavor one, though. I think it's too sweet and too gross. Thank you. Anyone have any must-have holiday boxes I should be on the look for? That is the one that you picked, Gina. That's that one. And then I'm going to go on the outer lid with that one. Holiday boxes. Do you mean like themed? Hi, Brandy. Do you mean like themed holiday boxes, like for Christmas or Halloween or anything like that? Is that what you mean? Or do you just mean in general any boxes that you need to be on the lookout for the holidays? Because I don't do, let me find, hold on. Let me find. All right. Another lid brush. The pig is in flight. Oh, that's my husband. He's telling me that dinner is on its way home. Hi, Tracy. So I don't, okay, so I'm going to go in the outer, so I don't do Christmas, but I do like the packaging of Too Faced Christmas makeup. I don't know if that counts on what you mean, but ooh, I have fallout. But I really don't do Christmas, so I don't really keep an eye out for that sort of stuff. Oh my goodness. I always do this. I always don't think about fallout until after I have my eyeshadow on my face. That doesn't really look like a big difference, does it? I guess you can kind of tell a difference, but it's not a major difference. Let's see, let's deepen up the V a little bit and see if we can. I don't know, what do you guys think? I feel like it's weird because it's matte and I don't do matte on my lids, but we'll work with it. So I don't know, but maybe someone in the chat knows. I'm gonna have to clean up my face. Oh, I'm making a mess, you guys. So all right, I have to clean this up. So my ride or die, the last question is ride or die palette. It's actually my last question because I needed to think about it. Hold on. So if I were to pick a ride or die palette, I would probably pick Modern Renaissance. Probably because that is my most used and most loved and most, in my mind, the most versatile palette just because of the colors. If I don't know what kind of look I want to do, I will automatically head toward the Modern Renaissance palette and do like a pinky goldish toned look. And I can always just get away with doing that if I can't figure out what it is I want to do. Yeah, I actually did not bring my NYX glitter palette down. Usually I will bring that down to add a little bit of glitter, but I guess I just really wasn't paying attention to these palettes. Usually, as long as there's a nice shimmer in one of them, I can get away with just using that. And I guess I just didn't think about it. I guess my frame of mind was more like, okay, I've grabbed 4 palettes to bring down. That's enough. So, but yeah, I really do like the NYX glitter palette that I have. And usually I will do just a pop of color right on the center of the lid. I don't know. I need to look through these palettes again to see if I can come up with something that has that. But I would have to say that that's probably my ride or die palette. What about you guys? What is your ride or die palette? I don't know why Happy is crying. She's just walking around whining, and I don't know why. I think because she's senile. Oh, thank you, Brandy. Thank you. My little Leia buns. This is what my hair does when it's 4 days of not washing it. And it just kind of goes in piles on the top of my head. I was actually gonna bring it up in a video, but then I forgot. And then I thought to myself, well, I don't know if I want to bring it up in a video because then what if I don't do it? Then people might ask me why I haven't done it yet, but I'll bring it up in this video, I think. So I'm actually thinking about cutting my hair. I'm going to let the sides grow out a little bit. And I was thinking about doing more of a pixie cut on top and then going with lavender. What do you guys think? Where is the wasp? Oh God, you had to remind me of that. I don't know. Maybe it flew back outside. I'm not sure. But Oh, I haven't had a chance to use the Violet Voss Essentials yet, but it is upstairs. I did keep it. Natasha Denona. See, I don't own any of her stuff myself. So I mean, you say it's amazing and I believe you 100%. But her things are really, really expensive. But anyway, I was thinking about doing a pixie cut or maybe a hard angle cut to where it was shorter in the back and longer in the front. I wanted to give this about 3 weeks worth of growth before I did it. Right now I'm sitting at a week's worth of growth. So I wanted to give it a couple more weeks so it was a little bit longer. And then going, well, I said pink or lavender, and then John said lavender. If you ever get your hands on the new Metropolis, it is definitely my recommendation. I love the platinum part of your hair. Thank you. That's one of my, and I would keep that if I did like if I did a pink or a lavender, it would be the gradient of the color down at the base and then how it's white out towards the end. But I've had my hair cut like this for, I don't know, quite a few years. And it's to the point now where I kind of just need to cut it off and start over again. I really like the length that it's at, but because I put it through so many trials and tribulations with color, it's kind of at a point where I need to chop it off and start all over again. So eventually I would go back out to this style, but I just kind of need to give it a little bit of room to breathe, I guess. And so I don't know. It was just something I was thinking about doing and then switching up the color a little bit. Black lipstick goes so well. I don't have any black lipstick anymore. I threw away all of my black lipstick. Well, I actually only had one black lipstick. It was from Wet n Wild. And, but usually I would use black eyeshadow or gray eyeshadow and then put a gloss over top of it. Okay, so we are going to try to go in and do a wing. Oh, it'll all be colored. I'll color it all, but it will be short. So I mean, it'll be super short, and it'll just have to grow back out. No, I need to do mascara before I do eyeliner. Okay, so then I'm going to go in with my Chanel. So I mean, it'll all be colored. It's just a matter. I mean, like when I get my hair done like this, I get it all colored. And then I end up, this gets too long, so I end up shaving it. And then so it's not colored anymore, but I usually end up coloring it all anyway. But I want to stick to more pastel colors. I don't want to go super, super dark. Hi, Candy. I go and get my hair done, so I don't know what my salon uses. Back in the day when I used to color my own hair, I would use Manic Panic. But back in the day, Manic Panic was the only option for bright, vibrant colors of hair. I don't know if there are different options out there now because I go and get my hair done. So I am not sure. I mean, I would suggest Manic Panic. Manic Panic is a good brand. It's been around for a really long time. It's trusted. But I haven't colored my own hair in many, many years. You could not pull off a pixie cut. I used to do nothing but pixie cuts in my 20s. just because I colored my hair all the time. I colored my hair black all the time. And so I kept my hair short just because I would color it at home. Hold on, I don't want to poke myself in the eye. So I often kept a short pixie cut, or super, super closely shaved head, just because I was constantly coloring my own hair at home. And I know that I wasn't treating it properly like they do in salons. So yeah. There is a really good vibrant color at Sally's for a decent price, but I can't remember the name. Yeah, I have no idea. Okay, let's see. I have gone over an hour, so I do want to finish up here, you guys. John will be home with dinner, so we're going to attempt a wing and hope I don't have to wash off my entire face. So give me, cross your fingers, pray for me, all that stuff. Here I go. Needs to be bigger, doesn't it? Look, and this is where I mess up because I'm like, oh, it needs to be bigger. And then it gets bigger, and then I'm like, oh, snap. That's too big. All right. You guys praying for me? Eek. Help. Okay. All right, that's a little bit better. Okay, here we go with the other one. I feel like that's not right. Okay. All right, that's not bad. Okay. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna let you go. I have a whole bag of lipstick back here. I have no idea what color I want to wear. I am going to try to straighten this up just a little bit in the mirror upstairs. But thank you all so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate you guys. And I will probably just end up putting on a lip gloss instead of lipstick because that's what I do. Thank you. I think it didn't turn out too bad, but I don't think that you can tell the difference between the two greens. So it's not too bad, but I love you guys. Thank you so, so much for hanging out with me, and I'll see you next time. Oh, wait, don't forget, this Sunday, Diana is coming over, and we are doing the blindfold challenge where I put a blindfold on and do her makeup, and then she puts a blindfold on and does my makeup. So I love you guys. Bye.